Went down to the lake today. It's really pretty back here. It's got a lot of algae on the top of it here, close to the edge, but I think I'm gonna go fishing down here this weekend just to get away. They're fixing the road on the way back here because it had a bunch of holes in it, a bunch of potholes and stuff, so they're fixing that, but that's what you hear in the background. But it's nice and quiet back here, and nobody's back here. It's one of the hottest days we've had in a bit. Oh, I just saw a fish jump up down there. Cool. Well, it's always time to get away and just relax and get in nature, although I wore shorts down here because it's so hot and the grass is kind of high where I'm stepping. I don't want to get bit by a snake or nothing. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything. Woo! It's pretty. I still love it down here. It's one of my favorite places just to go and chill. Gotta do it at least a couple times a month. It's important to get away and relax. I got groceries in the car. I spent my whopping $15 of groceries for the next 2 weeks. We'll see how far that gets me. Should get me for quite a bit. I don't usually buy groceries that much, but I did need some milk and bread. I wasn't gonna bake today. Too hot. Very hot. But I guess I'm gonna head out. I was hoping I would find some mullein, but I have a couple spots on the way home that I'm going to stop and get some, and get some tinctures going. And I need to stop and get some eggs until I can get the farm boys next door to come down and help me, because there is a wasp nest in my chicken coop, and I got stung already once this month and it was not a good deal, so had to get out the good old EpiPen, and that's just too much pain for me. There's a lot of pain, so I'm gonna get a hold of them and see if they can take care of killing the wasps with some wasp spray, and then I can get my own eggs. So, but for now, I might buy a dozen from a neighbor. We'll see. So I, like I said, went to the grocery. I got back to the car and my whole change purse opened up and spilled all over between the seat and the door. So I gotta get that out when I get home. But I think I'm gonna wait till this evening because it's too hot to do it right now. But, and then this place was called Knop Lake. It's just a little hole in the earth. But anyway, for some reason when they repainted the sign, they just painted the N-O in the middle of K-N-O-P, and so now it looks like No Lake. Waiting on the guy to go back by so I can head out of here. Look, a nice guy. He's doing a good job, that's for sure. It's really nice and smooth. So it was terrible before. Anyway, I think I'm gonna get the kayak out, and it gets down to 80 next Monday. Maybe 82, I don't know. Anyway, thinking that Monday I will go kayaking. So that'll be fun. Get back on the water. Haven't really gone this year yet, so that will be nice. But for now, we're gonna head out of here. When I get down to the end, I'll show you the sign. I don't know why they didn't paint the rest of it. Really odd. But it's been like that all summer since the spring, so very odd. I don't know if it's a joke and somebody just forgot to come back and change it, or I don't know. But anyway, I'll show it to you in a second. There you go. See, it's supposed to be Knop Lake, but they just painted in the N-O. I don't know what the deal is. Very strange. That's that though. Okay, now I'm off to find some eggs. I have the air on in here because I have my milk in the car and my cheese and my produce. I stopped at one of the German Baptist stands, the farm stands, and bought a red tomato and a yellow tomato. They are so pretty. I'll show them to you. I thought he said, oh, you what? I'm like, yeah, I don't think I can eat any faster than that. I don't want them going bad. So here's this one. And then here's this one. And this one's kind of really light on top, but I was wanting it that way because the time I get done with this one will be ready. So that's that. I got some cilantro and I got a big old head of garlic, which if I would have thought about it, because everything's organic and not sprayed, I should have bought more so that I can plant them in the fall. Next time I go by there, I think I'm going to get some more. But anyway, I know where I can get more if I don't find the same guy again. So, but anyway, yes, it's a nice big head of garlic. I'm loving that. Got some canning that I'm going to do. Put up the window since the air's on. Anyway, I'm going to some canning I want to do. I'm kind of crooked right now. I'm going to fix this in a minute. Sorry, guys. Got a bunch of canning to do, but it's so stinking hot. I think all I'm going to do is some water bath stuff, so I'm going to try to get that done. Just a few things I want to get finished. Life has been very stressful lately. My sister's been ill for quite a while. She's probably had maybe 4 good days in the last month, and the month before that, maybe 6. So everything's pretty much on my shoulders with mom and dad, and as well as I have got to get a job, and I have got to figure out my YouTube stuff, because for some reason YouTube keeps saying that I have 2 accounts hooked to my AdSense account, which they don't tell you how to delete it, and I've searched and searched and searched trying to figure out what the other account is, and I am not being paid because of this, and it's been since December. So it would be nice to get paid for doing YouTube, and it kind of breaks my heart and my spirit, because it makes me feel like I don't even want to do it if I can't get paid, because that's the whole reason that I started, was so that I would have a leg to stand on if I ever was alone, or just to have extra income to help out. But now I don't know, so it's just all on me, which I pretty much, I don't have a credit card or anything like that. I won't have one. And I pay cash for nearly everything that I have. I don't have a car payment, house payment, anything like that. So basically just utilities is all I really have. So I am down to the nitty gritty of what I need to survive. And because I have been grinding it out all this time, I have plenty of stores. So I'm good for a bit. I mean, I don't really have to worry about too much. I can make bread if it's not too hot, but in this heat I'm not going to bake bread, so I went ahead and bought some. And I got some milk, so I did that, and I bought some cheese because I'm also not making cheese for hours on the stove in this heat, so I went ahead and bought some. And other than that, I just needed a couple tomatoes for salad, so I'm good. That was a splurge even for me, because I don't buy stuff like that very often. I just kind of stick to the nitty gritty and what I have. So, but I did have to get rid of my cheese refrigerator because it wasn't working anymore. So I had to lose all my cheese that was in there, because the time we figured it out, it was a done deal. So I'm starting fresh with everything. So I will be doing cheese recipes this fall for sure, because I've got to get more Parmesan made, more Asiago made. I need to get some pepper jack made. I love the pepper jack when I make it. It is so good. Oh my gosh. And I really want to make some Munster. So I've not done Munster before, but I'm going to. I can't wait. So I'm going to put up my groceries. I'm getting close to home. I'm going to get them put away real quick, and then I'm going to run out and get my eggs. So that's that. I just need probably a dozen. After I find how their egg supply is, where I'm going, I might have to go there next week too and get some. But my chickens are laying good. I just can't get in there to get them for fear of being stung. I had the biggest black wasp get me, and I was on like the 7th, and it's messed me up pretty good for a couple weeks. I was in a lot of pain, and my arm was swelled up big, and it was just terrible. I had a lot of pain. So there's that. But hey, I did fix my mailbox. It was looking like awful because somebody hit it. So I rebuilt the whole mailbox and it looks good. I'll show it to you. I thought it looked pretty good. I'm proud of myself. At least I got it done. It's better than what we had. Or shall I say, better than what I had. I'm not used to me yet. Just me. So I'll get there. Next, I have other disasters to deal with. So my property was left kind of like this. I'll give you a sneak peek. So there you go. I get to deal with all that next, but I cannot do it in the heat because I don't do well in the heat. So I'll get to it. Also, there's like 3 weed eaters in the barn there, but I don't know if they work or not. And my tree desperately needs to be trimmed. So I'm gonna have to do that too, but that stuff's gonna have to be done next week because it is too hot right now. Way too hot. All right, I'm taking back off to get those eggs. My fingers are all like slick. They're got a total coating of super glue on them because I had to fix the door today. The front door handle kept flying off every time you'd open and shut the door. And it was making it be a pain in the butt. I was like, every time I opened the door, it flew off and it would fly off the other side as well. So anyway, I finally took them off, the handles off. They're missing the little screw that goes into the side, into the rod. And I have no idea where they're at, but they're both missing. So looked around on the floor there for it on the inside of the house, nothing's there. So I thought, okay, man, I guess I'm gonna super glue this. So I super glued it and let it set for quite a bit. I pulled each side of the handle out from the door itself, just a smidge, not even as thick as a credit card. And so it worked good. I turned it both ways and I pulled on real hard and shoot, it was great. No problem whatsoever. Stuck good. Now if it holds up through the winter, might be another story. That super glue might crumble. I don't know, but so far so good. Anyway, and I went and got water at Pittsburgh because I needed some really good water. Also found out that all the piping underneath the sink in the kitchen is also broken. So there was a container down there that had a bunch of cleaning supplies in it. And so when the water was coming through and seeping out down below, it was hitting all that, and I did not hear it at all. But I had pulled out the cleaning supplies, and I was using them and getting ready to put them back, and I had ran some water in the sink to clean something off, and I'm like, why am I still hearing water running? And I looked underneath, and it's just pouring out from underneath, so running everywhere. So I'm like, wonder how long that's been going on. Don't know, but have to fix that too. So I have to take the Sawzall and get under there, and whoever built the cabinets around the sink put a shelf about this far down from when you open up the door, from the door casings for the cabinet doors. So I'm taking a Sawzall and just cutting all that out so that I can get in there and do the plumbing, because otherwise you just can't get in there. So it's a real pain in the butt. I don't know whose idea that was, but needless to say, it's not working for me. So I'm getting rid of it all. I'm sick of that thing anyway. You can't even put anything on that shelf. For a while I put like my tin foil and stuff on it, but there kept being spiders under there getting on it, and I hated that. So I just quit putting anything under there. It's just basically wasted space anyway, so I got rid of it. But anyway, so that's pretty much what I've been up to, you guys, dealing with the good old stinging of the wasp and having to deal with that. Thank God I had an EpiPen. Just dealing with life in general, trying to get things done. Had to go to court. Got some news there that I was kind of shocked by, and I'm still kind of shocked by, but, you know, I have to learn that, you know, you really can't be shocked by anything too much anymore, because I think I've pretty much hit everything I could possibly be shocked by within this situation. So it is what it is, and I guess I just let it roll. Whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna get my eggs and go home and probably make some tuna salad, and then I'll start getting ready to do a video here in a couple hours. So hopefully I'll have that out too, like tomorrow. Well, that did not pan out. I got here, got inside their little house, where you can get the eggs, and there's a sign on the fridge that says, "Sorry, we have no eggs. We lost all our chickens due to the heat." I'm like, well, geesh. That's the way that goes, I guess. Looks like somebody's coming down the lane right now. Well, he was an old timer. I think he was probably coming back here for the same reason I am, because he's going to the same spot. So I guess he'll find out in a second. But I have another location that I can go to, which I really didn't want to have to go there, but I will. So we're going to see if maybe their chickens didn't die from the heat. If I wouldn't die from getting stung, I'd go get my own eggs before I could get a hold of the neighbor boys. I just go out there and get them, but I guess I'm going to have to drive up and see if those boys can help me out tonight, because that's just too dangerous. And I know I've got eggs in there, so kind of a bad deal. But if I can get rid of that nest of wasps, the boys can do it. They can put on my bee top and try it. I mean, that'll probably help them, at least better than me. So, well, guys, that's pretty much the update. Oh, and I did get honey done, so I've got a bunch of honey as well, so that's nice. Enough to last me for a little bit. Someone else had gotten the trays out for me, the frames, bee frames out for me, so I at least got some of that done, which is nice, because since I can't handle it on my own, it was nice that they actually did that for me. So that was cool. Let me think what I got. I got 16 pints of honey out of one frame, or one box of frames, shall I say. So that's 10 frames. So that worked out well. I was happy about that. That's enough to last me for a bit. And since I have to get rid of the bees now, I'm gonna, well, I can still benefit from them because I'm giving them to my brother-in-law, which he is the one who gave me most of my boxes that I had for the last year's swarms that came. So I felt that was only fair, considering he said that he would take care of them for me, and that way I can still get half the honey. So that worked out pretty well. So I'm happy about that decision. It really saddens me, though, because I've taken care of bees for nearly 20 years, and it's just hard on me. I really enjoyed it. I really did love it. And I got stung all the time. It didn't even bother me. It didn't hurt or anything. I just, scraped the stinger off my skin, and I was fine. It'd be a little red. It might itch just a teensy bit for an hour or so, and then I was fine. And then all of a sudden last year, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened, but I'm definitely allergic to them now. And I guess to wasps too, because I got stung by the wasps, and it's not a good deal. I just went by this little side roadside little stand there, and they're selling mums. And I did notice that at the grocery store they had mums, and they were fairly cheap. They were only like $7, so I thought that was a good deal. But out of my budget, I don't buy anything extra right now. I only buy what I need to. Bills, food, and gas. That's it. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it's going to go for a while until I get this YouTube thing figured out, because I can't even get a hold of anybody. I've left messages, emails. I've left in the comment thing for help. I just can't seem to get any help. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's because I changed my name and I put a new email with that. I don't know what it is. But when it was Derrieres, I then changed it to Homestead Her. I don't really want to have to go back to Derrieres, but if I have to, I will. To get paid, I will. I guess I'll just have to figure it out. I don't know. I'm not real happy with the fact. I mean, here we are, at the end of August going into September, and I'm still trying to figure it out on the computer and can't get any answers or help from anybody. I'm quite frustrated. So, anyway, I miss you guys, and I got a video to do when I get home. This time I had to come and get some cilantro so I could do the video. So I'm going to wrap that up too. So you guys will get your video soon. You guys, in case anything happens, it'll come to you as soon as I can get it to you. God only knows what might happen to me between now and when that is, but hopefully it'll be out soon, like within the next day or two. Well, they didn't have their sign out for eggs either, so maybe their girls decided the heat's too much for them as well. I don't know. My girls are in the shade, so I know they're laying because I can see them through the door that they go in, see the eggs. But that's okay. The boys will be home from school in about another hour, and they'll go get them for me. top of them. I thought I'd show you. I actually planted a couple little bushes on each side of this. They're called Japanese holly? Yeah, Japanese holly. But I'm going to put a mum in the back here in the middle. Right there. So, right behind the pole. Anyway, so yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's so solid now, it's gonna hurt somebody if they hit it, so, or they hurt their car anyway, but. So life is good, moving right along. I've been just trying to get this place back in order. Between all the things that I have to do, it's a little bit at a little time, and this outside stuff is just gonna have to wait till it gets cooler. But so I'm just focusing on the inside of the house, trying to get everything done that I can do and put away some stuff while I can. And just make the most of every day and be happy. Life's too short not to be happy. So you guys take care. Bye.